Bunch of stuff going on here. As always, there's a computer behind me. As always, let's see here. See if we can wait for some people to come in. trying to win. What is going on with this website? Oh, there I am. Let's see what we got here. We got somebody in the crib. Richie is in the house. He's trying to work. Trying to do a little something. Who else we got? Jesus. Notifications for the wins. Audio's cut in and out. My audio's going in and out. Hey, confirm with me again. Oh, wait, that's me. Okay. All right. So check this out. Going live to do a spotlight on a creator. Now, this guy, I've done collaborations with him. Good guy. And frankly, to be honest, I got to show appreciation. And he's actually the inspiration for the Creator Spotlight, which I like, which I want to start doing every Friday. So, first on the inaugural Creator Spotlight up is going to be Spencer Johnson. Now, before I get into why exactly that is, we do have some other creators in here. Richie, the CEO, Matt Clausen's in the building, Jesus in the building, Danny Boy, Aaron's Awards and Adventures. He's getting his channel started up. MR, MR is a big fish out here in these YouTube streets. Oscar Dukes, what's up? This is a good idea, Chad. Knew it. His last video was awesome. Spencer, well deserved. Now, the reason that he's going to be, and frankly, I don't even know if he's going to see this, but I think I owe him a debt of gratitude. You know what I mean? I remember when he started, and like we kind of came up in YouTube together because I started like seriously in February of 2022. He came in March, only he's more exciting and has more camera appeal than I am. So he shot to the top, and I decided to go another path. This guy does YouTube full time. Bless him. Couldn't be me. But he does YouTube full time. And I was recently on his channel for Creator Conversations, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like my audience. No, that is a lie. I love my audience. I love my core audience. And the fact of the matter is that since being on his channel, my subscriber count went up 200 people in a week. And that's kind of crazy. What's up, Rod? Rod in the building. And honestly, like this goes into what it is that I talk about collaborating with other YouTubers. And let's go ahead and just put a spotlight on his channel. He deserves it. His Watch Me Apply videos, his measured cadence, and the things that he does say from, and this is someone who comes from limited experience when he first started out. Literally, this guy started with a Chase student card and he's built a stable of at least 10 credit cards. He's earning, like in this last video says, reasonably speaking, $25,000 worth of travel. You know what I'm saying? You have to you have to respect that. He's done some things that go counter to the credit card niche, like his redemption for his MacBook, which I thought was a boss move. That's how bosses think, because most of the time, most people who aren't ready to make it to that next level, they only think about, you know, what they can see. Others, they take that chance. He took a chance and he did something that I thought was great. He also um, is a co-runner of the Credit Card Community Discord. When I do all the YouTubey stuff, I'll drop links in there. Also, what else does he do? This guy's done a lot. He's also done the podcast with Mark Plymail. he's been about the community, you know what I mean, and about the process of making YouTube work. And I'm really happy that I've been able to meet him, to collaborate with him, and just to talk. I spoke with him on strategy calls that we've had. It- It's just a good guy all around, and I figure that what better way to show my gratitude for that, you know what I mean, than by making him the first person in the creator spotlight. So he has created conversations. He has now inspired creator spotlight. So on Fridays, I'm going to be looking at creators, and you guys already know I subscribe to everybody. I love to show love. I want to make sure that we stay together. And you guys caught my saucy live about the Reddit haters. And frankly, if you feel like we just pat each other on the back, good, because we do, because we deserve it. When I saw this guy's setup, he came all the way to South Florida, did a full setup, and literally it was just to talk to me. You know what I mean? This person, his channel's 4 times the size of mine. You know what I mean? And he's one of the bigger of the littles, but he's still one of the little guys. He took that time out with me. You can't do anything but show respect for that. So for Spencer Johnson, huge salute. I hope that you have nothing but prosperity and success. I appreciate the work that you've done. I appreciate being able to work for you. And I appreciate the fact that you're in this space. If you ever feel like it ain't worth it, just know somebody out there appreciates you. And that's this guy. Let's see here. Let me go back in the chat here. Pop it up, it up. Spencer, well deserved by Richie. MR says big fish, but I often flounder. Points by travel. Spencer's here. Oh, Spencer's here. Fanta's here. What's up, Fanta? I appreciate the love. Hey, man, don't worry about bro. Just it's there. Richie says, note to self, schedule collab with Spencer. Richie, you will not be sorry for it. I mean, honestly, just talk to the guy. You know what I mean? People will say, oh, 20 something and this and that, whatever, and no experience. Here's why. You know what? I'm not even going to monetize this. So I'm going to say what I want to say. That's the best part about not doing this full time. Here's why that whole age thing is a bunch of bullshit. The reason it's a bunch of bullshit is because it's some old fuckers that are mad that they didn't have the knowledge that the younger people have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, because they were busy doing fuck all instead of building credit and doing the right things with their money. So they have these sour grapes and they just whine like little bitches because they can't do what a 20 something year old does. So then they say, oh, well, you don't have experience. Think about the experiences that this person that's half my age is going to have because people like me are going to share with them the tips and tricks and tools that they need. And then they're going to commiserate amongst each other. Like me, I don't hit younger audiences. People they don't want to hear about some old guy with salt and pepper beard about what he's doing. I'm supposed to be doing this. But the 20s and the 30s, people that are starting out life, that's not common. So you've got to respect that. I mean, people like to take shots at that, but that's just the dumbest shit ever. Like I said, I'm not monetizing this. I don't care, YouTube. This one is for the people, and we're gonna have plenty of lives anyway. So my bad. I just had to go on that tangent. Sledge in the building. Salute to the general. Dong Kim in the house. Let's see here. Let me go back to the chat here. Aaron's Awards and Travel says it's got to go. Hey, take it easy, Aaron, if you're still here. PBT finally caught the live. Much respect, brother. Hey, Rod. Hey, man, that's another thing. Hey, if y'all get a chance, Points Blank Travel, right? Let me tell you about Rod. Rod's a Navy man out of Texas. When I tell you somebody who accepted and just embraced me, didn't know me from a can of paint. Literally, I'll never forget the first live I was on with Rod. And I told him about a redemption. I told him I was a creator. And literally, this man on his live checked my page while on his live in front of his audience. You know what I'm saying? At that point, when you have that sort of camaraderie, that sort of inclusiveness, that sort of togetherness, I mean, the bag is yours to fumble. So, shout out to Rod in the chat. Anthony Venture, my boy, AV. Anthony Venture, a good friend of mine, good friend of the channel. I would like to, if I should be so presumptuous, be able to call him a good personal friend as well. Fan says all facts. See, Rod, now I got you introduced to Spencer Johnson. I will definitely have to check you out and subscribe. Sledge came in. Spencer says, dude, you're awesome. You're an inspiration to many others. Hey, man. Hey, I agree. Anything I can do to help. It's important. It's important. Nobody can't build this shit on their own. Matt Clausen says, Spencer's awesome. Always validating with when he checks my stuff out. Lewis Light, Daniel Brown started my credit card journey, and I eventually found Spencer, then Chad. So helpful and great creators. Much appreciated, Lewis. Richard, the CEO, says non-monetized Chad is the best Chad. Well, sometimes it's just like, it can't be about views. It can't be about clicks. I got to be able to get it out there and, just not really give a shit about what the advertisers want, because I got to just speak my piece as freely as I possibly can. You see what I'm saying? And I think young guys in the game, they get a lot of shit, and they get it from people who literally are not capable. It's kind of like people who, and I'm not even a big basketball fan, but people who didn't like LeBron. Oh, he's this much, and he's 18 and they're paying him this much. Well, he's 6'10" and can probably ball you up like an old piece of paper. Yeah, you kind of gotta respect it. You can't do what he does. So I mean, I kind of liken it to that. We have this niche before I got into it was very small, and in the last year, the explosion, and it's still a small niche, but just the explosion, the exponential explosion of people who are in there just leading the charts. Spencer being one of them, because through Spencer, fun fact, when I met Spencer, Spencer had less than 100 subscribers. Oh, I can't remember the video, but I remember telling him, hey, man, good stuff. I'm going to surprise, keep it coming. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got going on. And from there, this guy, he took the ball and ran with it to the point that because of Spencer, that's how I met CJ from CJ's Credit, the person who was always first here. Even though CJ's not here, he was first here. That's how I met Stan the Credit Frog. That's how I met Anthony Venture. That's how I met Matt Welter. Literally, all of these people I met through Spencer directly. There's no in between. So now that network, by knowing one person, had included my network even further. You see what I'm saying? So this guy, likable guy, good guy, man, I can't sing his praises enough. But that's what this is about, because it's the creator spotlight. And who knows, maybe you might make it to the creator spotlight. I just hit my elbow. I tried to play it off, but that shit hurt. Ouch. Oh my God. Let me wet my whistle here. All right. Why Loves to Motivate. Yo, Why Loves to Motivate is one of the mods on Rod's channel on Points Blank Travel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you for coming across and saying, hey, cogito ergo sum. I feel like I should know what that is. Sounds like Latin. Chad spitting facts. I love it. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Sledge says all the heavy hitters are in the building. Spencer says I need Chad in my ear all day long. Abdullahi World, here and on time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in my office and there's a roundabout out there, and I'm on a little break, and people cannot drive. So every 5 minutes, I think a fucking truck's gonna end up parking on my lap. So let's see here. Points Blank Travel. Oh man, don't tear up, Rod. Hey, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You're a good guy, man. You are good. We need more people like you in the community. We need more people like Spencer in the community. I know this is Spencer spotlight, but just now that we've been going 15 minutes, we got a good amount of people in here. Let me highlight some of the creators that are in here, just so that you know. If you have not checked their channels, go back through the chat. Abdullahi World is in here. Sledge Inc. Team, Points Blank Travel is in here. Matt Clausen is in here. Aaron, I need a video, Aaron. I need you to give me something so I can send people to you. Of course, Spencer Johnson is in the building. Who else? Because I don't want to. Oh, Richie, the CEO. I was lucky enough to collaborate with Richie. I even got to do it twice. You know what I mean? Me and Richie live in the same city. Like, that's just to highlight some of the creators that are in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, like, I saw Richie's process, I saw Spencer's process. For someone to bottle this thing up and think that it's just a talking head, it takes a lot. Now, me, I'm part time. So, yeah, I'm just a talking head. Literally, wherever I go, on my phone, I don't care. I'll go live. But there are people who totally decide to just go in like full bore. Fanta says, I don't know, dude, but I think I can take LeBron James on 1v1. Hey, man, if you can, you know what? Then you get your respect too. So 26 people, 8 likes. Hey, man, it is what it is. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate every single person who takes time out to listen to me, because you guys can be anywhere else. So Abdullahi World says he just got done recording his next video. Dollar Man coming in hot with the 4.99 spot. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Says crazy with how many times you go live that only now I finally caught you live. Happy New Year, just helping to monetize your chat. F the ads. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. You got the right name too, the Dollar Man. You know what? I have a lot of opinions about money, and I've even made videos about it. As a matter of fact, I made a video that says it's not another credit card video. The more astute people will actually search that and look at that, where I actually talk about straight up money. So, Dollar Man, I appreciate you. MR says, right on, Abdullahi, your content will warm the Minnesota winter. One way dual tasking, yeah, man. I said I have all my I got all my stuff here. I have my computers running. I have all my screens, my whole setup, because I'm gonna get back to work and saving the world. But I did not want this time to go by without me outlining, Spencer as a creator. So cogito ergo sum is I think therefore I am in Latin. See, I can pick up on things. And I figured it was something. Why loves to motivate? Thank you so much for the 2.99 spot. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And while Rod's in here, I told him one time already that I steal all his stuff, so I'll just say it. Super chat. You know what I'm saying? That he's got the sound effect. Thing's pretty cool. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. We got a connection. Spencer Johnson says, Richie, the CEO, when can I get on the pod? So if I were you guys, I would start chopping that up right now. Oh, yeah, Fanta. My thank you. We got a part of the GOAT gang, hashtag GOAT gang. I'm a part of the GOAT gang as well. We got Richie in the house. It's his birthday today. So if everybody could do me a favor and please in the chat wish Richie a happy birthday. PBT says, Spencer Johnson, just subscribe, bro. Can't wait to check out the content. All right, Spencer saw that. Spencer and Richie coming soon. So, Spencer, what's your favorite way to die? Yo, Anthony, he messed me up with that. And it wasn't until he told me about being eaten. I literally thought drowning was the worst, but I don't want to be eaten by anything. Oh, Stephen Mark, I always get his name wrong. Stephen Marcasili in the house. He asked, in the Amex trifecta, specifically gold and platinum, how much spend do you think is needed? Do you think you need to make it work? Specifically, the gold and platinum. Okay. So let's answer this credit card question. And I do have the Amex trifecta. As a matter of fact, because you go on the interwebs and people say you're full of shit. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware. Hold on, give me 1 second so I can make this make this authentic. Hold on. How do I do it? Yeah, this is the way to do it. Yeah. That is actually the Amex trifecta. I'm holding it upside down. That is the Amex trifecta there. You got the Charles Schwab Platinum, the Goldie. You see that chip worn out. And you have the Blue Business Plus. Now, how much spend do you need? Most people will take the easy route and tell you something very generic like, oh, it depends on your situation. It doesn't depend on your situation. Frankly, for the gold in and of itself, I'm going to say hard and fast, you need to be spending at least $10,000 in grocery stores. Period. I don't care about the credits. I don't care about effective annual fee. I don't care. If you are not spending at least $10,000 a year in groceries, the gold card is not for you. Because the fact is, it's a $250 card, which is going to be up for review within at least the next 24 months for a fee raise. Mark my words. If you're not spending that much, you're not utilizing the Forex category. And I haven't even talked about eating out. You know what I mean? Obviously, I would never tell people to keep consistently eating out because, frankly, it's not healthy and it's expensive. So, for me, the barometer for the gold card is you need to be at the very minimum at $10,000 a month in grocery spend in order for it to make sense. I didn't say anything about profit yet. Now, as far as the platinum is concerned, for the platinum, I would say and this is personally affects me because I no longer do it anymore. I don't travel as much as I used to. I used to travel every other month. If you're not traveling every other month, like you fit squarely into someone who can use the platinum, but you're still not a platinum person because spend goes in with it because I'm also leveraging points and paying taxes, right? So now, to be honest with you, for the platinum card, it makes sense if you're not spending 10,000 a month on it. Doesn't make sense for you to have it. It just doesn't. I don't care who you are. I don't spend 10,000 a month on it. As a matter of fact, I think I spent 15,000 on my platinum this year. That's less than 1,000 a month. So the platinum card really isn't for me. I just make use of all the credits. So if you want my honest opinion about what makes it worth it, I'm never going to give you an opinion that doesn't apply to me as well. So that is the word, and the bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. But that is what is going to make this $1,000 trifecta worth it. You have to put spend through these cards. You can't have $1,000 trifecta and not put spend through the cards. It doesn't make any sense. I don't care what the credits do. I don't care. I actually make up a lot for my spend is I spend way more on the gold card because I normally buy lunch for the office and then they pay me back. I have 4 kids at home, constantly at the grocery store. It makes sense for me as a collective, particularly the card. Maybe I can do better with another premium travel card like the Reserve. Maybe not the Venture X because that's not premium, but if somebody comes out with something else, I can make something else useful. But really and truly, here's a card. You asked me about the trifecta, but here's a card that does not get the love that it deserves. I can tell you right now, right here and right now, if 80% of the people who have the Amex trifecta swap the platinum card out for this card right here, their value would skyrocket. Freaking card's awesome. But any case, let's go here. I hope that answers your question, Steve. All right, looks like Richie and Spencer are making that connection. That's good. Da-da-da-da. Let's go back down. Got the happy birthdays for Richie. Rod says, I just finished recording one video and about to go hard in the paint with 2 or 3 more recordings today for at least 2 of my channels. I saw you live chat. I stopped all production. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Please go ahead and get to work. Also, Rod does have multiple channels focusing on crypto and conversations with other people in the community. I'm telling you, you are denying yourself if you don't go check out Points Blank Travel and the whole Points Blank community. Abdullahi, happy birthday song. Yeah, there won't be any of that. So let's see here. Oh, Cesar Joel is in the house. That's the big homie all the way from Puerto Rico. Good guy, man. I'm telling you, Caesar. Look, I watch Cesar Joel's channel, and I don't speak a lickety split of Spanish. I always try to go into Google Translate just to try to leave words of encouragement and positivity. And he's just a good guy, man. Cesar Joel. He also does some English speaking stuff. He actually recently did a collaboration with Joe Barreto that, based on the comments and people's reaction and the engagement, I can tell it was really good, even though I didn't understand the words. Jesus says, I was happy that Amex approved me for the gold, but I know it doesn't fit with my lifestyle. We'll cancel in May. I mean, yeah, you got as far as the gold goes, it is a great card and it gets its flowers for being a great card, but there are also great food cards. Here's another alternative, and this comes from my Amex experience. What about the everyday preferred? You go from 250 to I think it's $95. If you use the card once a day for 30 days, you get a 50% bump, thereby giving you 4.5 points per dollar at grocery stores for a fraction of the cost. You have the Saver family of cards. You for $99 or $95, you can get the Saver card and get the same multiplier as the gold card from Capital One. If you can stand to lose a percent, you can go annual fee free with the Saver card. You can do the custom cash. Like there are so many alternatives to it. Okay, Fanta says I'm debating on switching to the Capital One setup instead of Chase. But by default, I always pull out my Chase cards instead. Well, ooh, yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at you, but Capital One can actually be a powerful tool if you use them correctly. I am so radioactive to them, but with the new things that they've done, they disrupted the market with the Venture X. The interchangeability between cashback and points is it does them well, even though it's a one way return. But they have decent travel partners, and from what I hear, their travel portal actually is fairly robust. Gumbo, greenish, trash. No lounge, trash, trash. I mean, if that's your opinion, I get it. You get the lounge buddy credit. Yeah, that is what you give up. I'm not even gonna lie. That is something that I didn't think of. Yeah, with the green, you get a lounge buddy credit, so you get $100, but you don't have any lounge access. But here's the thing: while it is trash, understand that with the platinum, they are strangling lounge access because, and it's not because we've done anything, it's because they gave out too many platinum cards. So is that our fault? Absolutely not. But it's heading that way as well. But yeah, you're right. I got to give credit where credit is due. Jesus, he agrees. He said that card is trash, 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 and he's quoting Sledge. Dugras here with Dugras reports. I love it. I live for that opening every time. I appreciate you coming through, Dugras. Dugras has a great channel. He runs live feeds every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time, if I am not mistaken, 9 or 9:30. Definitely has a different outlook on the credit card space. I think I really kind of leaned into his channel after he talked about credit card fatigue and things that most people who are credit card creators do not talk about. So big respect for Dugras. Met him in Vegas. Awesome guy. You got to check him out. See, why Loves to Motivate agrees. I watch at Cesar Joel and don't speak Spanish. Just seems like a genuine guy. I've met him in person. He absolutely is. That is not far off. Steve Marcochile, I think he might have had another question, but he retracted it. I hope I answered your original question. Sister Joel says, I like the green card. I think it's better than the CSB and the City Premier. All right. I think, Richie says, Sister Joel, I'm with you. I think the green card is underrated depending on the person and their lifestyle. Jesus says, I just can't. I just can't remember. I got three custom cash I have to go back to. The Saver one is my Uber Eats go to for the free monthly membership and the 10% cash back. 10%. And he said the Saver one, no annual fee. $250 here, zero here. Which one's more attractive? Trust me, don't be a part of the crowd just to be a part of the crowd. It's expensive. All right, looks like here, what else do we have? He says, Amex trifecta worth exploring: green, blue business plus, and blue cash preferred. That is, yeah. Now, here's the thing, with the blue cash preferred, since I've never actually even looked at the card, do they do it like no, you know what? I'm wrong. I have looked at that card. I'm thinking of something else. So, speaking of the BCP and the green and the blue business preferred, my original Amex trifecta was the platinum. I hybridized it with the BCP because I was traveling a lot and getting grocery stuff for hotel rooms, and then I paired it with the blue business plus until I got my gold. The only thing that I have to say with that is that you will lose out on a lot of convertible currency. And one thing that I would say is that with the BCP, what would make me keep it open is if the cashback was not in MX reward dollars. If it was in transferable actual cashback, even if there was no conversion to MR points where I had to take it as cash, I think that would make that card much more attractive and actually provide much more utility. But that is still, remember, trifectas, you can mix issuers, I don't care what you do. The whole point of a trifecta is to maximize your earnings based on the dollars that you spend. Period. Create a system in which your non-category spend is just as supported as all your category spend. Because remember, non-category spend will always be the majority as opposed to your regular category spend. Let's see what else. Did I catch up? I think I caught up. One Way Travel says, I think it may be the overhype with Amex and their coupon cards has shed the spotlight on other issuers such as Citi or Capital One, and people leaning towards those cards. Also, the negative news from Amex. Yeah, Amex has really been on one lately, man. And the thing that I find is that Amex is actually, it's almost like a knee jerk reaction because they're like, oh, oops, oh, we did this because we wanted to make revenue for the shareholders, but in the grand scheme of things, we've now issued cards to people who can't hold up our infrastructure with our closed loop purchasing system since we're proce- uh, 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 a payment processor as well. You see how that turns into a problem? That turns into a huge problem. So now we have to hold the bag for that because somebody was willy nilly like, I'm not going to lie to you. I have great credit. I should have never got a platinum card. The Amex Platinum card is easier to get than the Capital One Venture X. It's easier to get than the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It is one of the easiest cards to get, period. And that's just the truth. So, I mean, just something to think about. Richard CEO says in 2025, my Amex cards may be on the chopping block. I'll keep the Blue Business Plus to save any points that I have left after my trip, but there's a lot of competition offering similar value or less upfront. Yeah, Richie's got a big trip planned in 2025, and you know what? That might be a great time to reevaluate what it is that you're trying to do. Now, I just got, and I know some of you guys were in the live when I got this bad boy the other night, the Hilton Aspire. And frankly, I've already started on the spend requirements. And honestly, I looked up some data points about funding my travel bank with the quarterly $50 credit. And I figure why not start building up a little something with United because I'm gonna start to kind of be free agent with my air travel, except for American. I really don't like American. I'm pretty much known as a Delta guy, but their spend requirements for status are going to go higher next year. PG in the house. PG, big fish in the game. PG has been around since I started. Before I started, he was in the live last night with Luke. PG out of Puerto Rico as well. Welcome, sir. Spencer Johnson says, I think Amex is going to continue to lose customers in 2024. At least us credit card enthusiasts who try to get every drop of value from our cards. Absolutely. Because they're going to make said value proposition of holding their cards, it's going to start to hurt, especially if Chase capitalizes on that with luxury offerings from Hyatt, especially if Citi gets their act together. And then the one everybody forgot about, Wells Fargo, even though they've pushed delays, they've laid the groundwork with the bill. They have points based currency earnings with the autograph paired with the active cash. I mean, I don't know what to tell Amex. Am I on lunch? Don't want to distract me too much. Actually, no, I am not on lunch. I had a project that I was getting done earlier. I kind of just have a lull in the action, so I'm not leaving here anyway. I'm not going to get out at 5. I thought I was going to, but I'm not. So I'm still going to be working anyway. It's no big deal, and it's just easier for me to work when the office is empty because less people show up to my door. But other than that, no one needs me right now. The room is not burning. I'm just checking the status on another project I have going. So that United tip is fire. Absolutely, man. I'm gonna fund mine. I'm gonna get it right, sign in, and it's on. Let's see here. Matt Clausen says, I only have one Amex card family. I think I'm going to stay there and build Chase and wait out Wells. Absolutely. I think you should, especially with the new family language that Amex is rolling out for a lot of their families of cards. At this point, might as well. But let's get this travel bank funded. I'm a multitasker. I am a multitasker. What can I buy? Okay, let's do this because since I actually got the card, right? Stan the Credit Fraud just joined the channel. What's up, Stan? I didn't even know you'd be coming out. You're probably listening in your car now because what time is it over there? 1 o'clock? It's either 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I think it's 1 o'clock over there. 3, 2, 1. No, it's 12 o'clock where you're at. That is awesome, man. Stan is in the building. I told you guys, this is another person that I met through Spencer Johnson. Stan just started his live career and just started doing live broadcasts. And man, he is on it. Big time Marriott guy, great investor, sound investor, especially he has measured content about backdoor Roth IRAs. He delves into the Bank of America ecosystem, especially being one of their top tier people. He gets, extra vig on his stuff for Bank of America. Definitely, you want to check out Stan. Do yourself a favor and check out Stan the Credit Frog. So, Stan, just in case you missed it, and for anyone else who's just joining us, this is called the Creator Spotlight. And our initial spotlight is going to be shown on Spencer Johnson. Just a great guy in the credit card space, and everyone in there echoed Spencer's laurels. You know, it just it's just a good guy. You know what I mean? And we had some great creators in here, and I'm just happy to be a part of. It, I'm just happy to be a part of the community, and I think it's worth it. And I think anybody who's a part of this community should be cool with it. And my boy John is in the building. John, also a brand new creator. He's starting out right now after a lot of peer pressure from myself and Matt Clausen. And he has started making videos, Why I Kept the Gold Card. And that's one. And the first one, I think it was about him getting his platinum card. I just don't remember the title. So by all means, click on John's name and check it out. He's one of my mods. Jesus says, I would love to see a credit card channel where someone takes cash back rewards and invests it. That would be interesting. Hmm. It's funny you say that because I have one of these. Huh. If you can see here, that Schwabby Schwabby. And you know what? A lot of wild things can happen on one of these lives, Jesus. So go ahead and keep your fingers crossed for that one. So let's see here. All right, we are caught up with the chat. I am I am let's fund this travel bank. Let's see if it works. So for 2028, I hope the charge hits before the end of the year, because if it does, then I get it for this quarter, then I can buy 50 bucks next quarter as well, and then that would work out very well for me. Let's see, let's go. Buy now. Okay, so then we did that. Let's see what happens. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Oops. Let me. I think everything's touchscreen. Kind of going through it. So let's do that. Boom. Booyah. It's all purchased up. So we're all set. So let's see if I get the credit, and I'll definitely drop the data point in. And that is for the United Travel Bank. It is a straight purchase through an airline, and you get four $50 credits quarterly for United. So why not do it? Sister Joelle, part of the elderly YouTube creators club. Yeah, man, you got some of us over 40, and you know we're out here. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, we're at 40 minutes, and what it is, I'm not gonna hold you guys just babbling. So once again, I'm just gonna summarize. We need more people like Spencer. He's definitely a good guy, great inspiration, and I think also he's going to be somebody who's going to be able to pull up the next crop of 20 somethings, because he's going to have stumbles, because that's life. He's going to have successes, because that's life as well. He's done some things that definitely have turned the game on its ear, and I kind of feel like you're not successful unless people have a reason to dislike you. Because at that point, for the most part, people don't talk, people who are doing better than you don't talk about you or don't dislike you because they don't have time to. So, by all means, if for some reason you've been living under a rock and have not subscribed to Spencer's channel, please, I would highly suggest you do so. I think it would be absolutely worth it. So, that is pretty much all I can say about that. Let me see what's going on in the chat here. Points Blank Travel says, at Jesus, I actually do that. I just recorded a video where I purchase crypto from my cash back. I typically put it on my Points Blank Finance channel, but the one I recorded today, that will be there. So see, there you go, Jesus. Just literally, you put it out in the air, and you never know. There are so many dynamic people in here that you can pretty much have what it is that you want almost on demand. Spencer Johnson says, "You're too kind, man. I'm honored to be the first spotlight of the series. Keep killing it, my man." Hey, man, I appreciate you, being a part of this community. Spencer is big time, like Uncle Luke, says Sister Joelle. John says Spencer is a good dude. Stan the Credit Frog. Who's at Spencer Johnson? Never heard of him. I'm telling you, it's kind of a big deal in Austin. You know what I mean? You might want to check that guy out. I mean, for God's sakes, doing it full time. I have the utmost respect for anybody who does this full time. I just don't know. And then here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not monetizing this video because I get to be part time. And when you get to be part time, you get to do things like this. Shit. Shit. See? Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Watch this again. I've done this one before too. Discover card. Discover card. Nothing. They can do nothing to me. Who cares? Pull my advertising. See? See how I did that? I told them they were number one. So, we got to make way for all the haters in the credit card community, people who want to do what it is that we do. And to close, I'm going to close with the spiel that I always close with, just to let you guys know that this is real to me, and that is, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And I appreciate every single one of you as a milestone. The growth in the channel's been crazy because without you, there is no me. And to think, last year at this time, I had about 1,000 subscribers, and I was just like, I didn't know what I was going to do next because I'd started a new chapter, and now closing on 4,000. It's just been a hell of a ride, man. So I appreciate everybody. And if I don't see you before the new year, and who knows, I may just pop on. I wish you all a great new year, a prosperous new year. Give it up for my man Spencer Johnson, first on Creator Spotlight. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for bringing so many eyes and attention to my channel. I thank you. You know what I mean? It was really game changing, and I appreciate you guys. Hey, Sue, stick around, man. You are going to enjoy some other things that we have going on. I may be going live from different countries at different times, so don't be afraid if you see a 1 a.m. live. Just catch the replay. Trust me, I'm not that exciting. So, with that, I guess we're gonna close out. I think this was a good live. I think this went well. This went well. I think this went well. Give a thumbs up if it went well. So before I go, salute to Sledge Inc. team, the General. Salute to Spencer Johnson, Cesar Joel, John, Matt Clausen, Richie, the CEO, Points Blank Travel, Rob with the Points Blank Community, Anthony Venture, Abdullahi World. I don't know if I said it, but Matt Clausen again, Richie, One Way Travels. Let's see who else. Cesar Joel, Dugross Reports. Shout out to the Dollar Man for the super chat. Shout out to Wildless to Motivate for the super thanks. I appreciate you. Fanta, he's not a creator, but that's the homie. So got to shout out to Fanta. Let's see who else. I didn't miss anybody else. MR, one of the members of the channel, longtime supporter. He's one of the Mats. Paul Graves. Hey, Paul, if you're still in here, I apologize for missing your message. He said, "Let's roll, baby." Appreciate you, man. And I think that's it. I think I hit all of the creators who are in here. And Anthony's awards and adventures. And even for the people who aren't here, hopefully they catch up. But like I said, Happy New Year, and I wish the best to you guys. Much love and peace.